It is only of recent times that the truths of occultism have been the subject of public lectures. Formerly, these truths were only revealed in secret societies, to those who had passed through certain degrees of initiation and had sworn to obey the laws of the order through the whole of their life. Today, man is entering upon a very critical period. Occult truths are beginning to be disclosed to the public. In a matter of 20 years or so, a certain number of them will already be common knowledge. Why is this? The reason is that humanity is entering upon a new phase which it is the object of this lecture to explain. In the Middle Ages, occult truths were known in the Rosicrucian movement, but whenever they leaked out, they were either misunderstood or distorted. In the 18th century, they entered upon a phase of much dilettantism and charlatanry, and at the beginning of the 19th century, they were put entirely in the background by the physical sciences. It is only in our day that they are beginning to re-emerge, and in the coming centuries, they will play an important part in the development of mankind. In order to understand this, we must glance at the centuries preceding the advent of Christianity and follow the progress that has been made. It does not require any very profound knowledge to realize the difference between a man of pre-Christian times and a man of today. Although his scientific knowledge was far less, man of olden times had deeper feelings and intuitions. He lived more in the world beyond, which he also perceived, than in the world of sense. There were some who entered into direct and actual communication with the astral and spiritual world. In the Middle Ages, when earthly existence was by no means comfortable, man still lived with his head in the heavens. True, the medieval cities were somewhat primitive, but they were a far truer representation of man's inner world than the cities of today. Not only the cathedrals, but the houses and porches with their symbols reminded men of their faith, their inner feelings, their aspirations, and the home of their soul. Today, we have knowledge of many, many things, and the relations among human beings has multiplied ad infinitum. But we live in cities that are like deafening factories in awful babbles, with nothing to remind us of our inner world. Our communion with this inner world is not through contemplation, but through books. We have passed from intuition into intellectualism. To find the origin of the stream of intellectualism, we must go back further than the Middle Ages, the epoch of the birth of human intellect. The period when this transformation took place lies about 1,000 years before the Christian era. It is the epoch of Thales, Pythagoras, Buddha. Then, for the first time, arose philosophy and science, that is to say, truth presented to the reason in the form of logic. Before this age, truth presented itself in the form of religion, of revelation received by the teachers and accepted by the masses. In our times, truth passes into the individual intelligence and would fain be proved by argument, would like to have its own wings clipped. What has happened in the inner nature of man to justify this transition of his consciousness from one plane to another, from the plane of intuition to that of logic? Here we touch upon one of the fundamental laws of history, a law no longer recognized by contemporary thought. It is this: humanity evolves in a way which enables the different elements and principles of man's being to unfold and develop in successive stages. What are these principles?